Here we are on the road on a rainy day in Cape Breton. We're on our way to breakfast to the Clansman Motel, a Scottish family-owned business, and it's the only place open for breakfast. And you'll see there that there's some signs of spring here in Cape Breton. So we had breakfast. It was excellent breakfast, well priced, and really great service. Good morning. I do. So the ferry we'll be boarding is the Blue Putties, and we have a 2-berth cabin that we'll be staying in for the trip over. Going inside the ferry terminal before we leave, do a little bathroom break. Pretty quiet here. There's only like 2 passenger vehicles in the lineup right now. So we arrived at our cabin, and there's nowhere else to go. It's a bit of a small cabin, but that's to be expected on the ferry. So you can see there's 2 beds there. We have an outer cabin, so we got an outside view. It also comes with a bathroom, which it's fully equipped. It's got a sink, toilet, even a full shower. It's nice. And yeah, we got towels and bedding, and a TV. So it's a pretty good deal. For the 7-hour ferry from Inner Sydney to Port of Basques, this cabin costs I think $126 plus tax for 7-hour ferry ride. So it's a pretty good deal. And yeah, we brought a little grab ball just in case it gets a little rocky on the way. So we're on the road, Newfoundland, and scenery is wonderful. On the left, we have lots of rocks and little trees, but over here on the right, yeah, more rocks and little trees. But there are a few mountains in the background too. But that's about it. Oh, just over here on the left is the Atlantic Ocean, the west coast of Newfoundland. And we're on a flat spot up on top of a plateau, and not many trees up this way. We'll go along the shore for a little bit before we head a bit inland toward Porter Broken Deer Lake.
You know what they say with the west coast?
It's the best coast. Good morning, Neddies Harbour, Newfoundland. Beautiful morning, sunny, and beautiful views from Donna and Terry's back deck in Neddies Harbour. So that ends day 4, although we're into day 5 right now. We arrived, as you can see, in Neddies Harbour, and you can see Terry in the background doing some renovations on the shed. And Michelle still hasn't got her voice, but has something to say.
I have lost my voice completely, so I'm using this to communicate mostly. Just so happy to be here in Newfoundland.
So watch for more videos. Remember to subscribe, send us your comments, send us any questions you might want us to answer. We did have one question from Jack, who asked about the moose. Are they really that dangerous in Newfoundland and so on? Yeah, they have signs everywhere, and suffice to say, last night coming in late at night, I drove a lot slower than normal on the highway just watching for moose, so you do have to be careful. There's actually a sign on the highway we'll get you a picture of that shows you know, how many moose accidents there have been. So more to come. Thanks for watching.
We were on Moose Alert.
Moose Alert, yes, that's what they call it. See you soon.